On the Tuesday, after the first Monday of November, the entire nation will be at a turning point for its future. What happens on this day, you may ask? Well, this day is where all citizens of the United States will go to public establishments to cast their vote to elect the president and vice president of their choice. On the ballot, there are 2 boxes with the 2 candidates' names written next to them. You check which one you think will best represent you and your beliefs. In this 2016 election, it would be Hillary Clinton on behalf of the Democratic Party and Donald Trump on behalf of the Republican Party. However, although it appears oblivious that you are directly voting on a candidate when you check the box next to their name, you aren't. You're actually voting on someone that has sworn to elect the candidate of your choice. These persons that formally cast your vote are called electors, and they are part of the Electoral College. The reason why we have the Electoral College rather than a direct population vote is that the fathers of the Constitution wanted to avoid mob rule and direct democracy. The worry was that a group of citizens with the same beliefs would uprise and violate the rights of other citizens and hurt the nation. The Electoral College is a middleman and prevents this from occurring. Each state has its own electors that are consisted of 2 senators and the House of Representatives, which are based on the population of the state. There is 1 representative for every 30,000 people. Texas is a huge state, so it has 2 senators, just like all the rest, and 36 representatives from the House. And since Colorado is a much smaller state, it has 2 senators, just like all of the rest of the states, no matter the size, and 7 representatives from the House. The number of electors is based on the total number of senators and representatives. So in Texas, there are 38, and in Colorado, there are 9. So, for a candidate to win in a state, they have to get over 50% of the votes. So, let's say that Texas gets 53% of the votes. Then I would get all 38 elector votes in Texas. The candidate who wins gets the majority of the Electoral College votes. So, what's the magic number? The magic number is 270. Now, you may ask, why? Well, the answer is quite simple. If a candidate wins this amount of votes, then they will win the presidency. If no one can hit this number, then it will go directly to Congress. Here, each state will only get 1 vote, except D.C. This is called a tiebreaker, and it isn't a good thing for the big states, because Texas would get the same amount of votes and representation as a small state like Delaware. This system can be flawed. A candidate can win the majority vote, but still lose the presidency. This can happen because let's say that a candidate won in Mississippi by 81%. It was a landslide, but they barely lost in Texas. They had a lot of votes in Texas, but still the other candidate wins. Let's say this happens in Florida and California too. So the candidate completely defeats the other candidate in the small states, but in the big states, they just barely lose, like a 49 to 51%. So they will win the majority vote, but not in the Electoral College. Thanks for watching.